guys, my name is Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So today I want to talk about aliens. I love aliens and I love alien movies. I'm a huge alien fan. I totally believe in aliens. I know that makes me lame, but I do. And I'm more scared of aliens coming to get me in the middle of the night than anyone breaking in. That doesn't worry me. Anyone like taking me off the street, anything really scary. I'm scared of paranormal stuff, but anything like break-in or torture, all that stuff, just don't let an alien come down and beat me up. I would lose my shit. But I just have a thing for aliens. Like, they're so terrifying, yet they're so interesting, and I love like reading theories and all that. I'm such a nerd into that kind of stuff. I love aliens, that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, without further ado, here is my top 5 alien horror movies of all time. Number 5, The Thing. So in short, a group of American scientists go to the Arctic and are confronted by a shape-shifting alien being. And pretty much the scariest thing about this is it could be anyone. It takes the form of whoever it kills. Everyone loves this film. It is a good storyline with a lot of substance. They're kind of trapped there, and it's like, who do you turn to? Who do you trust? Which brings me to number 4, which is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I prefer the remake, the 70s remake of this. This is like The Thing, but it's brought back into your hometown. So a guy notices that a lot of people in his community are complaining about how people are not acting like themselves. And upon further inspection, he realizes that these people in his community are being replaced by alien duplicates. So like I said before, this is like The Thing, but it is major scary because it is in your hometown. So they look like you, they could be anyone. Who do you trust? Who do you turn to? All that kind of stuff. It's such a scary, weird, silly conspiracy, but it really freaks me out, and their faces, that creeps me out when they do that thing. That is terrifying. Number 3, you know I gotta, Alien. Of course this is gotta be on your top list of alien horror movies. Also considered a sci-fi, but still very horrifying. I guess this goes for the whole franchise. Number 1 is my favorite, but it's pretty much about a crew in outer space that are returning to Earth, and these acid-dripping aliens on board start popping out of people's chests and fucking shit up. So unlike the other aliens on this, we haven't spoken about greys just yet, but you've got your like shape-shifting alien, but this alien is just a creature. Like the alien in Alien is just a creature. It's a terrifying being. It might have a lot of intelligence, but it's not communicating that. I'm more scared of the aliens that are here to like research us, so more of the grey type, more of the ones on Earth. So this isn't as scary for me, but it's still a terrifying and completely original story. I love it. So number 2 is The Day the Earth Stood Still. I love this movie. The first time I saw this movie, my jaw was dropped. I know it sounds really lame, but it's just an amazing concept and I love it. It's got a great message. So a UFO lands on Earth in Washington, DC, and it opens and these aliens come out to give us this crazy message that will help humanity. And of course, humankind's fear of something different gets in the way of the communication. I don't want to give away too much on this film if you haven't seen it. I know a lot of you probably have, but those who aren't as much into the classics should really check this one out, and it gives such a cool message about the ignorance of humankind. Okay, my number 1, you guys are probably not expecting this, but my number 1 film about aliens of all time, one of my favorite horror movies ever, is Communion. And I love this movie. This movie is everything you should not expect from aliens, which is great because we're not meant to know what aliens are like, because they're freaking aliens, that's the point. Before I get into it, this movie is based on a true story. Who knows? It's not one of those, you know, found footage true stories. It's an actual true story, but we don't know if the person was crazy or if they made it up, blah, blah, blah. So a guy and his family and friends go to their holiday home out in this cabin in the woods, and then he has this encounter with, you know, the third kind, and it is terrifying. And his life is just torn apart and he doesn't know what's real and what's not, and it's just such an emotional journey. This movie has everything. It's like a breakdown of someone's psyche from seeing something they weren't meant to see. It's so scary and it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. If you haven't seen Communion, you really need to check it out. It's a lesser known film that Christopher Walken's in, but it's probably his best role. And there's even these parts where they are filming and then he looks directly in the lens, and it just like breaks it all up and gives you this crazy eerie feeling, and you feel like you're part of the film. It's amazing. It's such a good film. Really recommend this to anyone who likes aliens. top notch. Some other runners up, I didn't really include these because they mainly weren't horrors, but we've got E.T. of course. I love this for like the nostalgia factor, but it's actually a really good film. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I like this film, but from what I can remember, it doesn't actually show you the aliens, so it's like the beforehand, which is fine, like it's a great take on it, but it just wasn't the greatest for me. Mars Attacks, if you're into comedy, love this film. I got freaked out. I probably watched it when I was like 8 years old, creepy as hell. And then two little B-grade horrors, Critters and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this list. This is my personal top 5 alien list. Let me know in the comments down below what your top 5 is. And if you haven't already, please head over to my Facebook. I like updating you guys on what I'm watching, talking about trailers, just getting to know you guys a little bit better. It's really fun to get to know you and put like a face to the name. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great day and stay spooky. Bye.
And it's all creepy until, you know, Jeepers Creepers comes out and you're like, whatever, he's just a man with wings. But this one, the N entity, is terrifying, and I would say definitely scare score high on this one.